Hey y'all, this is just gonna be a quick video just showing you how I created the pumpkin spiced streusel. And this first part is making the pumpkin spice brigadeiros. This recipe is available by itself, but it's also included with the pumpkin spiced streusel recipe. And it takes about 12 to 15 minutes to come together to get to the consistency I want. And then once it's completely done, you're gonna cool it for 30 minutes to an hour so that you can handle it. You can see I stirred up, let it go, stirred up, let it go. This is obviously sped up quite a bit. It did finally come to the consistency that I liked. I was a little worried because it didn't look right. Just know that looks can be deceiving. It did finish out perfectly once it cooled. So here I'm going to be putting together the streusel, which I did not show how I made that in this because I only had one camera. I am using a 2.5 ounce metal ramekin to push the streusel portion down into the puck. And then you can sort of see that I'm rolling together the brigadeiros. It was really sticky, so I just started spooning it in and pushing it in with my fingers. And then I'm going to just immediately just put some more streusel right over the top and push it into place using the back of the spoon. Didn't really need to use a spatula to scrape it flat because of the butter content. It kind of just forms the way you want it to. So once that's all done, I just cover it with a little bit of parchment paper and stick it in the freezer. This is the next day. I'm making up my chocolate now. This is white almond bark, and I'm sprinkling in some powdered cinnamon. And then this other cup is Sweet Tooth Fairy meltables, and it is pumpkin spiced. So I'm warming that up. That one I do need to add a little more Crisco oil to because of the consistency. And then I just kind of mix a little bit of both of them together to create a nice swirl. I've taken out the pucks out of the freezer, and I use a little appetizer fork, the top of it, to push them down in. It works perfectly for me, and I don't get chocolate all over me, so that's a bonus. So I'm scraping it all off, and I'm gonna let it set up for about 10 minutes in the fridge, and then we're gonna pull them out. And I don't know how well you can see it, but I was so happy with the way they turned out. You can see the flecks of cinnamon, and of course there's that beautiful orange swirl from the pumpkin spice chocolate, and they're just gorgeous. Of course they're shiny, and you could leave them just like this if you wanted to, which is what I chose to do, or you can go ahead and add some drizzle and add some pretty sprinkles. If you have some cute little pumpkin sprinkles, those would be great. I haven't ordered anything yet for the fall holidays, so I don't have anything on hand, and like I said, I just think that they look absolutely beautiful as is, so I left them the way they are. These are pretty much all going to get eaten by my family anyways. I did not make a full batch, but my guess is that what I made, I halved, and I think that the half batch that I made would probably make 18 pucks, so a full batch would make about 36 for you. Now, I always suggest to cut them in half. You're going to want to let them stay out on the counter for a good 30 minutes or so first, so that the chocolate is soft enough that you can cut through it. This will give you a perfectly smooth surface for your pictures because you really want to get in there and see what the center looks like. That's what everybody wants to see. They want to know, what am I going to be biting into? And this is just showing you how I set up all of my pictures. I pose them several different ways. I get in really close so you can make sure that you can see the texture. Because like I said, everybody wants to see that. And I also make sure that the lighting is nice and even. And once I've completed those pictures, I bring them into Polish Pixel Pro just to clean them up, make sure the lighting is great, and then I bring it into Canva to create my marketing. And that's it.